Argyle Street started about 5 years ago with when the first squatters moved in. At that time it was a street with a lot of empty houses in it and some so-called problem families who the council only gives short-term housing to. Squatters moved into a few houses and pretty soon the whole street was occupied. Then some of the squatters organised a housing cooperative, got it registered and negotiated with the council. Through a bit of pressure on the council, who were very unwilling at first, negotiated a licence to stay here. The co-op then went on to apply for £1 million grant from the sort of official government body, Society for Cooperative Dwellings. And we were all set to receive this money until Michael Heseltine, the Department of the Environment, stepped in and said no. Central government intervened.
When was this? How long ago was this then?
This was about 2.5 years ago. At that point, the council immediately said, OK, you're not getting the money, we're not going to offer any compromise to you at all. And they just like that said, licence agreement out, we want you out. This meant, in effect, that the street was no longer recognised. And it took 2 years for the council to get it together to issue proper eviction notices. Last autumn, they actually began their legal proceedings against us last September. It's been a fight since then. We've gone through the courts, but the law is fixed on the size of those of property. The whole population of the street's been really fluid, all sorts of different people moving in and out. And until now, we've known since January that they have the legal right to the houses. And people have considered moving on together. And what's happening now, I think, is a sort of an exodus from the street. But the saying is they can knock it down, but they can't take it away. Everyone learns from the street. It's a street of experience. There needs to be more like it. There's a time for this street to go, to move on.
Media coverage increased dramatically in the weeks building up to the eviction. 10 days before, an incident at the Ferryboat Public House provoked headlines which led to a public outcry. The police felt they could no longer stand by in the face of such media pressure. On February the 13th, 60 police officers raided Argyle Street, armed with search warrants for all houses. The press were quick to pick up on a photograph of a single police officer removing 2 air rifles and a crossbow.